Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Battle for Zendikar draft. Cinderglade is rare, we're not going to take it. I think we're just looking at Angel of Renewal here. Pretty strong card in general, fits in quite a few decks. It's an ally, it gains life, it flies, so it's a big threat on its own. If I wanted to stay completely open, I could take Channeler, but Channeler's even though it's colorless and leaves me open to all colors, I just think Renewal is certainly better, being both an ally and the fact that it flies. I think it's just a pretty clear Angel here. Maybe wheel Vampiric Rites or Night Watch and make some sort of black-white life gain deck. Otherwise, like I said, Angel of Renewal is fine in any white deck, essentially. It's a pretty powerhouse card. All right. I don't love taking first pick 6 drops, but it just seems like a fine pick there. Ooh, past a Hellkite. It's must have been a foil in here, I'm thinking. So we'll take Hellkite. It's a pretty strong card. Definitely a strong card. On color, we have Encircling Fissure and Sheer Drop, which I do like, but I mean, Hellkite is very strong, so gotta take it. Yeah. Not necessarily committed to red-white immediately, but I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I would prefer to play the Hellkite. I think it's a stronger card in general. But maybe I do end up in red-white. The thing is, red-white's typically aggressive, so picking 2 6-drops right off the bat, not exactly conducive to hyper-aggression. I could actually follow up with a Hedron Archive here. It ramps to our 6-drops right away, which is actually kind of nice. Stonemaker's certainly fine. Evolving Wilds is a relatively safe pick. Works well with Hellkite. I kind of want to take the Archive here. I feel like it's a worthwhile ramp card, considering I've got 2 pretty powerful 6-drops to start it off. Taking you to 4 to 6 is pretty nice. Nothing else crazy good in here anyway. So, okay, we'll do it. Alright. Kind of nothing great for us here. I guess we can take Ondu Greathorn, which is fine. Not an amazing card, but like I said, really nothing else in here that's even good off color so much. So, okay. Greathorn. Alright, turn against is certainly good. Yeah, nothing else to really mention in here. I like turn against quite a bit anyway, so seems like it's probably the strongest card remaining in here anyway, so it seems like a good pick. Okay, so now we have Channeler, Smite, and Stone Fury, all of which are fine. I mean, Channeler gets you to your 6-drops as well. Stone Fury is removal spell, though. I actually like Channeler quite a bit. I don't think Smite's better than either of these cards necessarily. Yeah, so Channeler versus Stone Fury. I'm not sure. I mean, removal is good. Stone Fury is certainly better than Demon's Grasp. It's a pretty solid removal spell. I guess we can take it. Probably more likely to find some more creatures later. I guess Channeler doesn't commit you deeper to any color, but it's not a big deal. I guess we can take Lithomancer's Focus. It's a fine combat trick. At this point, I would like to still play white because of the Angel, but I guess shifting into green's not out of the realm of possibility. But we're going to take the Focus here. I would like to theme the deck a little bit. Typically, when you play red-white, your allies, we only have one ally at the moment. All right, well, here's another one. Firemantle Mage is quite good. There's also a Spawning Bed, but Mage is pretty powerful card, actually, and seeing it this late is a good sign. So, all right, let's pick up some more allies. Figure this deck out a little bit more. Second Stone Fury versus second Lithomancer's Focus. Well, if I know I'm going to pick up a bunch of cheap spells, I actually think the Focus could be better. You don't want to, I mean, it's okay to run a couple Stone Furies, but I think there's a good chance if we end up in this red-white deck that I'm hoping we will, we're going to get some cheap cheap threats, and I think focus is going to be better for that. All right, McKinley Patrol. Certainly never an exciting card, but fine here. Getting some more allies. I guess Incubator Drone is probably the best of these cards. Hate that. All right, Belligerent Whiptail. Would prefer to not play it, but we'll leave it in for now. Sure, we'll cut the red card. Scout. Prefer not to play that either. All right, not the worst start. Got some powerful cards. Kind of forcing our way into red-white, but we have some powerful cards to back it up. Looks like our red is more powerful than our white. But we'll see if we can make this happen. Wow. This pack has a lot of powerful cards. A lot of powerful cards. Serpentine Spike is certainly strong. I'm not exactly sure if I want to first pick it, though. It's not exactly on theme with what I want this deck to be. I kind of want to take the Touch of the Void because it's cheaper. It's a better way to push through damage either to the face or to creatures. I mean, Vile Aggregate is very strong. This is just not the deck for it. Gideon's Reproach is very good, but I think I'd rather push through damage with Touch of the Void. Yeah, I think we're going to take Touch. Vile Aggregate's very good, though. It's just isn't going to shine in a deck like this. Not with white. I could ditch out a white. It's a possibility, too. And just take the aggregate and move to like black or blue. But I'm going to take the Touch. Oh, wow. What does this guy do again? You cast him, search your library for a dude that's expensive, and then the first... This guy's actually pretty good. Let's see if there's on color rather better stuff. I mean, we've got a couple allies. I might just want the Conduit. Makes these guys cheaper. I'm not going to be able to... well, its ability's not insane anyway. I don't need to take the Conduit either. I might be better off taking an ally here. Like, allies are going to work better with Fire Mantle. And I guess McKinley Patrol as well, yeah. I think I like Ondu Champion slightly more than Recruit. Taking one less mana is kind of nice. So I guess the plan is just take some allies. I'm okay with that. And I guess Focus tends to work a little bit better with giving all your guys Trample as well. Let's cut the Whiptail for now. I think I just want to ditch that. Go for an ally theme if I can. Ondu Champion's fine. Entangler is pretty good, actually. It's a good ally. There's also Reproach, though. And Dejuru Warcaller, of course, and Bane of Balaged. I might want the Entangler. This card is actually pretty good at pushing through damage, but Gideon's Reproach is very good removal, and it's cheap. We are looking for cheap stuff to do. Entangler is quite good, though. It's uncommon. How many? And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 allies. I think I'm actually going to take the Entangler. If you're going to make an ally theme work, I think taking powerful allies like Entangler is just a good idea. I think Reproach is an excellent card too, don't get me wrong. Okay, here's an ally. We don't have ways to gain life really, but we're kind of hard up for cheaper guys. I think Predator is probably a better card in a vacuum, but if once again, we're going to go ally themed. Taking the bear, ally bear over Predator might be okay, I think. You can't really make an ally theme work unless you have enough allies. And we already have 4 ability allies, which is pretty important, I think. Like I said, I think Predator is pretty strong at pushing through damage, but I think Steward might be just the ally we're looking for, the cheap ally we're looking for. We want to stay busy early, you know. I can take Lookout here. Another ally. There's also Invoker and Patrol, but we'll take the Lookout, I think. I think I like getting at least one lookout. Okay, now it's Courier Griffin versus... Yeah, I think I might just take the Griffin. It actually has synergy with Steward, and it evades. Otherwise, another Stone Fury probably is fine too. Could take another removal spell, I guess. I feel like in this format, if you get caught up with too many 5-drop removal spells, it can cost you. It could actually take the Reckless Cohort. It's not great. I don't think we're going to wheel it just because... Well, it's possible we wheel it, actually. It's just not a very exciting card for the most part. But I think we're going to take the Griffin. I mean, Steward's better than Cohort, but in this deck, they're pretty close to equivalent. I'll take the Griffin anyway. Encircling Fissure, I think, is a good pickup here. There's also Undo Champion, but Fissure is a pretty strong card. One-sided damage prevention is pretty insane. Alright, Tabled Reproach. I like it more than Retribution. Leaving up 5 mana is actually kind of difficult. Tandem Tactics has better synergy with Steward. Might be better for our deck. I love Sure Strike, but I think I'm starting to come around that Tactics might be better in some cases. Like this deck, perhaps, maybe. Alright, Ghostly Sentinel versus Recruit. I guess we'll take the Recruit because it's an ally. I think Sentinel's pretty good too, but let's get a little more thematic with our deck if possible. Alright, well, get a Sentinel anyway. I don't think we're going to play Angelic Gift, so I guess that's okay. Take the rare. Take a Blade, I guess. Okay, so we're going to be able to make a deck pretty easily. We look fine. Uncolor, second to last pick, playable is fine. I think weakest card, first upgrade should probably be, I don't know, we're a little 5-drop heavy, I guess. Great Horns aren't popular to their, contrary to their name, are not great, but they're fine. Veteran War Leader. I think this is going to be a tough splash with no fixing. Slam Stasis Snare probably. Just a powerful card. Very powerful card. Hope to Wheel, Nettle Drone, Outnumber, Recruit. I guess Nettle Drone's not amazing in this deck, but it's always playable. Let's probably cut a Sentinel, I think. Start to lower the curve a little bit if we can. Lantern Scout is a good ally to have, I think. Hope to Wheel, Chasm Guide, Undo Champ, Boiling Earth. Even Inspired Charge maybe, but Lantern Scout seems fine here. It's a good ally to have. I think we'll probably start cutting probably Great Horns. They're kind of replaceable. I think Entangler is actually starting to really shape up and look powerful in here. Ooh, I haven't played this Mythic yet. Flying Haste, tax each turn if able. When land, you can pay 6 and return to the... You know, that's got to be the pick here. That's a strong card. I like Predator and Cohort probably wheels. But I haven't played with this yet, and it certainly seems like, like I said, a pretty powerful card. Evasion is already powerful in this format, but a way to get it back as well is just really nice. I think we're going to have to start cutting some non-creature cards. We're a little bit creature light still. Encircling Fissure counts as a creature, so I guess we have like 13, but I'm going to want more than that. Probably run a Tactics over a Focus, so maybe the next cut is like a Focus. All right, Blade Whirl certainly seems like something this deck wants. It's an ally. It's an ally that grants abilities that are actually important. Like, I mean that in like, Lookout and Steward are allies, but they don't really give abilities. Blade Whirl giving First Strike in this deck especially is pretty relevant. Plus, we need some more cheap stuff to do. Another Lantern Scout? I think that's fine. That ability is pretty strong. Certainly strong. Especially with the evasion we have. Kind of thinking we ditch the archive now. The ramp seems less necessary for this deck. Plus, we want to up our creature count. I think we want Castigator. We're looking to be aggressive. That is certainly going to help with that. So what's the next cut? Guess we'll figure it out later. We'll take the Castigator for now. Ooh, wow, what an amazing pick for our deck. So powerful. That just worked out really well. That's like as late as you could ever expect to get it too. This deck came together super nicely. Very nicely. I could take Inspired Charge. Probably have enough creatures to support it. I could take Invoker. I like Invoker. It's a great mana sink. I feel like Inspired Charge could work in this deck, though. Yeah, I can't actually decide if I want Invoker or an Inspired Charge. I mean, I guess I'm looking for more creatures still, but... I don't know. My gut says Charge. I don't know if that's right, though. I still don't think I can... I mean, I want the War Leader. I have no means to splash for it, is the problem. So I don't think we're going to. I don't want to run green mana in here. We're actually kind of red intensive, surprisingly. Guess we'll take a second look out. I don't even think we're going to play that, though, even though it's an ally. Ooh, got the Chasm Guide. Also got the Boiling Earth, but Chasm Guide is actually just good for this deck. We've got some pretty powerhouse allies I want to haste out. Like Chasm Guide into Angelic Captain is pretty nuts. I think we're just going to take it. Well, we got the Invoker anyway. I guess we'll take the... I guess we'll take it over a Cohort. I think we're kind of good now on the ally front, and Cohort for the most part is pretty underwhelming. All right, we have some cuts to make, quite a few actually. I still think we're playing 18 lands, although I guess we don't have to. But I do have rewards for playing 18 lands with Hellkite, Invoker, Akum Firebird. So we have like three actual like mana sinks, kind of. Yeah. So we have to figure out some cuts. I don't know exactly what those cuts are yet either. Got some good removal in here. I could try for a 17 land deck and then just cut cards like Invoker and, well, I don't know. I mean, our curve is high enough where I could actually cut Shatterskull Recruit. We're kind of good on just the expensive end. Recruit's fine and all, and it is an ally, but it's expensive. We're kind of good on expensive stuff already. Let's cut the Recruit. The question is, do I want to keep Inspired Charge around? I'm not sure. I like Inspired Charge. We have quite a few creatures. I think I want Tactics over Focus. Even though I like Focus, I think I'd rather stick to just removal. I think we can cut one of our Lookouts. Probably don't need two of them. So I could cut Invoker and move to a 17 land deck. And then I probably want to cut another 5-drop. I guess Encircling Fissure is not technically a 5-drop necessarily. Maybe I do cut Inspired Charge. I kind of want all of my flyers still. Courier Griffin's a bit out of place, but it can push damage through kind of well. And it works with Serene Steward, but I don't need to design the deck around Serene Steward. It's not really necessary. McKinley Patrol's not horribly exciting either, even though it is an ally. I mean, we're great on allies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I mean that's a ton of allies. I could cut Patrol and Griffin, run 18 lands, but I don't have a lot of card advantage in here. This strikes me as a deck that should be running 17 lands, I think. If I had more ways to get card advantage, I'd be much more comfortable running 18 lands. But I feel like we can function pretty well. If I cut the Invoker, we can function pretty well on 3 lands. This is like, our curve's not horrible. This seems reasonable. I guess Cliffside Lookout's also another mana sink, though. What's the weakest card in my deck? I guess that's the real question. Maybe McKinley Patrol. It's an ally, but it's not like Vigilance is game-breaking. It can be. Certainly it can be good. Certainly can be good. I kind of want to curve out. And this is tough. This does strike me as a deck that can get away with 17 lands. And having 3 ways to gain life with Steward might not be necessarily irrelevant. Oh, wait, and the Lantern Scouts? Actually, just Steward is actually just good in this deck. Lantern Scouts with Steward is bonkers synergy. I love that. I guess you have to attack to gain the life, but it still works. Oh, man. I might just play 17 lands. I don't do it very often in this format, but I think the red-white deck kind of usually wants to do that. And like I said, this kind of strikes me as a deck that can get away with it. We have some mana sinks, but even on the top end, the cards work fine without... the cards work perfectly fine without having to landfall. Like a 4/4 Dragon for 6 or a 4/4 Flying Angel ally is going to beat down quick. Yeah, I think we're going to try and get away with 17 lands. I don't think this deck needs 18 to be good. All right, so I think we're going to do... I guess we want to do air towards white, but we do have a lot of double red. But the problem is we need the white early. Yeah, so I think we still have to air towards white, even though we have actual more double red than double white. All right. I guess this is the deck. I hope... I mean, 17 lands really should not bite us with this deck too badly, I don't think. I think we should be able to get away with it and not really have a bunch of issues. So, okay. Yeah, I like the deck. We're going to run it like this. We'll see you round 1.